$1,000 only. I created an account from scratch, and in each episode I complete a task of 1,000 things. But you, the viewer, decide what my next task is going to be by voting on a poll which I release each video. Now pick your vote wisely, because the profit I make will be invested into better gear to prepare for the next episode. For a full list of the rules and restrictions, check out the description of the video. Are you ready? Let's begin! Good day everyone, my name is Vannaka and welcome to episode 17 of 1000 Only Cave Horrors. In my opinion, we had 3 super interesting options on the previous poll, so honestly I didn't really care too much about which one would win. But the cave horrors are great, because we can potentially make a lot of money, and the account will make a lot of progress in general too, because we need to complete a bunch of quests to get there in the first place. So I first went to the GE, like always, to buy the items needed for the episode. I sold my uncharged jewelry and bought some new ones, and I purchased all the items needed for the skills and quests. Apart from that, I didn't really need to buy anything specific to kill the cave horrors, except of course a witchwood icon, so I simply decided to get myself some extra divine ranging potions to do at least some more damage when using range. One of these skills I needed to train was 50 fishing, and I could have boosted this to 50 if I really wanted to, but as you all know, I want to make the entire account better each episode to prepare for future goals, so I saw this as an opportunity to simply train the skill. Now, smithing on the other hand could not be boosted for the cabin fever quest, as far as I know, so I trained this skill to level 50 as well, and even made some profit because I decided to make iron knives instead of plate bodies. Thanks to this profit, I was able to buy enough rubies in one go to get level 45 crafting straight away, which I also needed for cabin fever. So after doing all that, I finally had all the requirements to start my questing grind. I first completed the Pirate's Treasure quest, which was of course the easiest one, and after that I did Big Chompy Bird Hunting. Now this quest is quite fun to complete in my opinion, but going for 1000 chompy kills for the Elite Diary sometime is probably really going to suck. The quest after Big Chompy Bird Hunting is Zoger Flesh Eaters, also a pretty easy quest. But what I remember from back in the day is that I was training my fletching at the Castlewar's Bank, and every time I saw people walking around with these orange hit splats. Now I thought this was weird because it kind of looked like a strange form of poison and I didn't see them lose their health. But of course what I didn't know is that this disease lowers your skills instead of your hit points. But anyway, after this quest was done, the next one on the list was Rum Deal, and if you pay attention to the chats between the zombies and the character during the quest, you notice the quest has a very funny storyline. So I completed the quest and got level 49 Prayer. Now all I needed was one more quest to get access to the cave horrors, and this is the quest called Cabin Fever. This Billy Teach dude wants to be a pirate, but he turns out to be a big failure because he cannot do anything by himself. So of course we have to fix his problems for him. So after completing all these prerequisites, I was finally ready to travel to Mostly Harmless to kill 1000 cave horrors. But before we get into the 1000 kills, I am happy to announce that this video is sponsored by Displate. Displate make metal posters. They have literally over 1 million different prints available in many sizes, so whatever it is you are a fan of, there's a very good chance you'll find what you're looking for. The quality of these metal plates is amazing. They are sturdy, have much detail, the colors are incredibly sharp, and they are durable to withstand a lifetime of intense staring. Also, attaching a poster on the wall is super easy to do. Just put the protective leaf onto the wall, stick a magnet to it, and you're good to go. You can even switch them out nice and easily if you fancy a change. I actually got some metal posters myself, such as this amazing old school RuneScape design. I'm also a huge football fan, and in particular Frankie de Jong. Now by putting this on my wall, I can show everyone what I care about in life, and it just looks perfect. And apart from the fact that these posters are so amazing, Displate plant trees for every poster they sell, so it's for a good cause too. Until December 3rd, there's a Black Friday sale going on which can save you between 33 and 41% off, so if you're interested, then make sure to follow the provided link in the description. Alright then, so 1000 cave horrors it is. I personally really like killing these creatures because they don't have much HP, so that means I can kill them relatively quick. A downside to this of course is that I will gain less experience, and another thing that is kind of annoying is that they have a very big roaming distance, so sometimes it takes a while to find the next cave horror when you've killed one. After killing a few cave hoarders, I got my first clue scroll already, and I tried to complete it, but it turned out I needed to complete the quest Morning's End Part 2, which is one of the longest quests in the entire game. Now, since I had just completed a bunch of quests, I decided to simply skip this clue for now, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to finish the video for you guys in time. So during this episode, my goal was really to focus on getting 70 defense first, because this is a very important level to have for unlocking great new gear. Think about Barrow's equipment, or things like Armadillo pieces, or maybe even the Crystal Shield. Oh, and by the way, at the beginning of the video I forgot to turn on the kill counter, which I normally have hovered over the report button. But on kill number 144, I received my very first big boy drop, a black mask. And honestly, this drop is super important because it completely changes the amount of money you can make from these guys, with one mask being worth about 750k. So a bit later I got another clue scroll, and also this one required something that takes hours to get, access to the Karazi jungle, so once again I had to drop it unfortunately. But lucky me, shortly after that I received another one, and this one I was actually able to complete. That is going to be very exciting at the end of the video. So a couple of kills later I got 70 defense, and of course that is quite a game changer. And for the rest of the episode I simply decided to use range instead so I could safe spot the cave horrors. What I also really want to mention is how incredibly happy I am to have the herb sack and seed box now, because this helped me so much to reduce the amount of times running back and forth from the bank to the cave horrors, and it's just super helpful. So a bit later I got myself another clue scroll, and for this one I had to go to the wilderness. Now I got killed by a PKer even though I wasn't risking anything, not even the clue scroll. I don't know why PKers do this stuff, but I guess I can't complain about it. I mean, it's the wilderness, it's the way it works I guess. Now in the end I did complete the clue though, so that is all that matters. By the way, what I noticed was that I was incredibly lucky at receiving clue scrolls in this episode. I was getting far more than the usual drop rate. And the funny thing here is that in order to complete my current clue, I needed to play the soundtrack Little Cave of Horrors, which is exactly the soundtrack that plays in the cave horror cave where I am killing them. What I really like is that every episode I'm getting closer and closer to reaching all hard clue scroll requirements, and of course there are still quite a lot of things that I have to do, but for example I'm also not killing creatures yet that drop elite clue scrolls because I know that there's still a lot of steps that I cannot do and I need time to prepare my account for that. So it has been a while, but I finally got myself another range level to 78, so we're getting closer to that level 80 mark. And when I finally was on kill number 666, I realized I forgot to put my kill counter on, so I finally did that. And I was also still on one mask, which is quite normal, because the drop rate is 1 in 512. But of course the dream would be to receive another one before reaching 1000 kills to be on the average drop rate. So after a while I got a clue that required completion of Shiloh Village, and this was actually doable within an hour because I already completed the pre-quests and the quest itself is not that hard, so I simply decided to do it. And in the end I'm happy that I did it because I was able to complete the clue. And then at kill number 775 I did it. I got another black mask, and after this drop I was 100% satisfied. I really couldn't ask for more after getting so many clue scrolls as well. But I received another clue scroll just 25 seconds before an update, so I was really happy that I was able to pick it up and of course complete it in the end. That feeling was beautiful. But then I got a longbone again. And then a hit point level to 76, and thanks to this level I increased a combat level as well to level 88, so we're getting closer to the 100 mark. But that is it guys, all the 1000 kills have been finished, so what we're gonna do now is go to the GE for a price check. As you can see in my inventory, this is going to be a very satisfying price check, with all those black masks, bones and much more. In total, 2 mil and 29k, definitely not bad. The second one has a lot less in value, but is still very welcome, 187k. So let's sell everything to the GE and see what we end up with. We ended up with 2 mil and 221k. I'm super happy with that, but of course there is much more. I completed 9 hard clue scrolls in the end and also got some nice loot from the Zemi and Ceradome mages while doing them. So let's see if we can get some juicy rewards, my friends. So in total, the clue loots are worth 956k, which gives us an overall value of 3 mil and 177k. In the collection log for hard clues, I've now unlocked 5 rares, so we will still have to do loads of clues in the future, but it's a good start. So let's now talk about the stats we've trained in this episode. We trained our defense to level 70, range to 78, prayer to 49, hit points to 76, crafting to 46, fletching to 35, smithing to 50 and fishing to 50 as well. And we've also increased one combat level to 88. And now it's once again time for the next poll. This time you may vote for 1000 eclectic implings, 1000 Aviancies in the wilderness, or 1000 minutes of questing. If going for the eclectic implings, I will get 50 hunter and catch all 1000 implings myself in Puro Puro. The chance of receiving a medium clue scroll is 1 in 25 here, so we can expect to receive about 40 medium clue scrolls in total. Choosing this, we will make decent money, and with a bit of luck, we will receive the Ranger Boots drop, which will make us instantly rich. By killing Aviancies in the Wilderness Godwars dungeon, we get noted adamant bars, ecumenical keys, and double hard clue scrolls. A guaranteed moneymaker drop-wise, but of course, if we get killed often, this may cut our profits by quite a bit. By choosing the 1000 minute quest grind, we will probably lose a lot of money, but at the same time prepare ourselves for the big videos coming up in the future. I will try to complete as many hard and elite clue quest requirements as possible, as well as diary requirements. So yeah, I think that all the options for today are very interesting, and I'm also excited to see what you guys want to see me do. The last thing I want to mention is that I am working on a new concept of 1000 only to make future episodes even more fun, because I have an extra element that I will add in future episodes. But I will keep you all updated about that, so don't worry. For now, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.